Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Tyler Merkovich with Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Week 5 college football SEC matchup. The Bayou Bengals of LSU go to Athens to take on Georgia. This is a great matchup. LSU just getting by Mississippi State. Georgia struggling with Arizona State, but they still prevail, so both teams prevail in this one. Big SEC cross-divisional rivalry. Now, how can the Tigers get the road victory here?
Keys to victory for LSU. Number one, you want to double team A.J. Green and force the other guy to beat you. A.J. Green is Joe Cox's best target. He's one of the top receivers in the country. You double team him, make the other receivers beat you that way. Also, don't allow Georgia to get balanced. You saw what Georgia was able to do against Arkansas when they was able to run the ball and throw the ball. They have that balance, and they're a real deadly team when they get balanced. So you have to take away one of the two. Take away their run with Richard Samuel and Caleb King, or double team A.J. Green and make the other wide receiver targets beat you. Those are your keys to victory for LSU.
Well, LSU has been benefiting from turnovers. They forced 10 turnovers, and they only given up 3, so that's huge. Their third down conversion rate has been good. 7 interceptions for the secondary, and you know Joe Cox loves to throw it. Through the air, Georgia's averaging 14.6 yards per catch. That's thanks to A.J. Green and a couple. But they're getting thrashed through the air also, giving up 13 yards a catch there. So you could throw. Georgia likes to throw, but they will get thrown on. So how does Mark Ripp win this one right here?
Well, keys to victory for Georgia. Number one, that defense has to start off both halves the way they finish both halves. The Bulldogs, they come out the gates, firing, and on the other end they collapse late. So they have to get off to a good start defensively. Because in the second and fourth quarters is when they dominate. First and third they struggle. Also, you got to pound that rock if you're Georgia. You want to run at this LSU defense. Keep that the way you slow down pressure is by running right at it with those 2 tight end sets. Run the rock right at LSU, that defense, in order to slow down that pass rush with Raheem Alim and other guys coming off that end. But I like LSU in this matchup because I think they have more balance than Georgia has.
My first instinct told me Georgia, but I'm thinking about it, and I like LSU. I think the Riverboat Gambler is going to pull out all his tricks, and they want revenge from last year because it was a high-scoring affair. Georgia throttled them, and to prove your point, they close out first half strong, outscoring their opponents 34-16 in the second quarter, but they open up halves very slow. They're getting outscored 43-25, that is Georgia, in the third quarter. That cannot happen in this game. There's going to be a lot at risk here. I like LSU also. It's going to be a good one here. For more, visit footballgameplan.com/NCAA.